Imagine this. America's got 750 military bases in 80 countries, more than Rome ever dreamed of. That's not power. That's a black hole sucking in trillions. Rome crumbled under its legion's weight, overextended like a drunk giant. Britain lost its empire, chasing ghosts across oceans. Now us? $37 trillion in debt. Bases from Japan to Djibouti, bleeding us dry. Interest alone tops defense spending. We're not conquering, we're collapsing. In the next 15 minutes, I'll break down how America's military empire is our Roman noose. 800 bases too many, and stage 5 is here. Stick around. This isn't history, it's your wake-up call. Picture 117 AD. Trajan's at the helm. The empire stretches 2 million square miles. 50 legions, 400,000 men, guard borders from Scotland to the Sahara. Each legion costs a fortune in silver. Rome pays in pure denarii. At first, roads, forts, fleets, built to last centuries. But by 284 AD, the denarius is 5% silver. Emperors bribe the army with copper coins. Borders leak. Barbarians walk in. 50 emperors in 50 years. 25 die by the sword. The treasury? Empty. Cities shrink. Trade dies. 476 AD, a teenage emperor gets a pension. Rome doesn't fall, it evaporates. Sound familiar? America's 750 bases bleed us dry. $886 billion defense budget, more than the next 10 nations combined. Interest on $37 trillion debt, $1.2 trillion in 2025. That's more than the Pentagon. Rome paid with bronze. We pay with printers. Stage 5 is here. Fast forward to Britain in 1914. The sun never sets. 700 garrisons from Singapore to Sierra Leone. Royal Navy, 150 battleships. No rival dares float 20. 1/4 of humanity salutes the Union Jack. Then World War I hits. 4 years. 9 million dead. $30 billion in today's cash. Gone. Gold standard. Suspended. Debt. 180% of GDP. Colonies stop paying. India revolts. Egypt revolts. Palestine explodes. Britain keeps the bases. Gibraltar, Malta, Aden, like life support on a corpse. 1956, Suez. Egypt nationalizes the canal. Britain and France invade. America says no. Eisenhower threatens to dump sterling. London folds in 48 hours. The empire dies on live radio. Bases become museums. By 1976, inflation is 26%. Garbage rots in Leicester Square. The IMF loans Britain $3.9 billion, with strings. The crown that ruled oceans now begs for dollars. Military upkeep didn't save the empire. It buried it. The fire dies. The smoke clears. Something new grows in the ruins. Smaller, tougher, hungrier. Rome, 800 AD. Charlemagne is crowned in Aachen. He forces a silver penny standard. Monasteries copy books. Trade restarts on the Rhine. Three-field farming feeds millions. The Holy Roman Empire is born. Not Rome, but a sequel. 8 centuries of darkness end with a spark. Weimar, 1948. The Deutsche Mark replaces the Reichsmark. 1 new DM equals 10 old. Black markets vanish overnight. Shops fill. Factories hum. The Wirtschaftswunder begins. Germany rises from rubble to riches in a decade. The middle class returns. The lesson? Sound money heals. Britain, 1990. The Big Bang deregulates the city. Thatcher's reforms pay off. London becomes the world's financial capital again. The pound stabilizes. Foreign capital floods in. By 2000, the UK is the 5th largest economy despite losing an empire. The sequel is services, not colonies. America, future unknown. After the dollar dies, stage 7 looks like this. Texas backs its scrip with oil and gold. Florida issues sun bonds tied to real estate. The Midwest creates a grain-backed currency. A new federal unit emerges. Maybe Bitcoin, maybe a gold-backed digital dollar. Silicon Valley codes the next internet. Ranchers in Montana run nodes. The prepared, those with land, skills, gold, crypto, write the rules. Washington is a museum. The new centers are Austin, Miami, Singapore. The empire is dead. The idea lives on, decentralized. Rebirth is not restoration, it is reinvention. Collapse burns the bloated. The survivors build lean. The next empire starts in a garage, a ranch, a server farm. History doesn't end, it resets, and the prepared are already writing the code. Now, your survival playbook. 3 steps. No fluff, no theory. Do this today. Step 1. Own real assets. Paper burns. Gold doesn't. 1 ounce of gold bought a Roman toga in 100 AD. It buys a suit in 2025. Silver is the working man's hedge. 1 pre-1965 U.S. quarter still buys a gallon of gas. Land is king. 5 acres outside a city can feed a family forever. Bitcoin? 1 private key on a steel plate survives EMPs. Move 10% of your net worth into hard assets this month. Not advice. Math. Step 2. Learn real skills. When the grid dies, YouTube dies. Know how to grow potatoes in buckets. Purify water with bleach or a $20 filter. Start a fire without matches. Patch a wound. Barter in Spanish. 1 weekend a month. Practice. 1 book a week. Read. Skills beat cash when cash is confetti. Step 3. Build a real network. 10 neighbors who owe you favors beat 10,000 followers. Swap seeds. Share tools. Know the farmer, the mechanic, the nurse. Form a text group. Meet monthly. When ATMs fail, your network is your bank. Trust is the new currency. Do these 3 now. Not when the shelves are empty. Collapse is a filter. The prepared don't rebuild the empire. They build the next one. Start tonight. This is your final warning. History is not a theory, it's a pattern. Rome, Britain, America, same 7 stages, same outcome. The proof is in the numbers. 37 trillion in debt. Interest payments beat defense. BRICS stockpile gold. Dollar reserve share under 50%. Sanctions backfire. The math is merciless. You have a choice. Act now or become a footnote. Own real assets. Learn real skills. Build real networks. Start tonight. If this video woke you up, hit the like button. It tells YouTube to push this to more people before the signal dies. Subscribe and turn on the bell. The Stage 5 deep dive drops next Tuesday. You don't want to miss the update. Comment Stage 5 below. I read everyone. Let's build this community while we still can. This is Empire Collapse Patterns. History's 7-stage kill code, and we're on Stage 5.